Yes, thank God we get another chance to do over and keep it pushing. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Gotta open up those paws. Let's open up those paws. And then we gotta shake it off. Do, 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 do. How y'all doing this morning? It's Sunday, March 9th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line. We be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. Woo, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm just so happy to be here today. Thank God for a do-over possibility. You know how sometimes you just be like, yo, I need yesterday, I need that to just be a do-over. Today is gonna be our do-over, and we all good with that. Why? Because we're able to do it again. Like I always tell you guys, problems present opportunities. We have problems sometimes. All we got to do is figure out what the issue is, and we get to the bottom line, our bottom line. So I'm feeling really good this morning. I had a great sleep, woke up like 3 times, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? All right, cool, it's still all good. Because I was checking to make sure that I could get you guys, so yeah. But I'm so energized right now, so happy. Feeling actually like, really energized right now. I don't know why. But I just want to share the energy with you guys because we're here this morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I'm turned up. Didn't go out last night or anything like that. So I'm just going to share all this energy with you guys, all right? Also, we got some real serious things going on in the clips today. Really good content, really good. I had some time to take some time and really dive into, some real good topics, some stuff that we all are going to be able to relate with. You guys that always chime in, you're going to start seeing a few of your states and a couple of things that we talked about. How I always say to you guys, please chime in and let me know what city, state, or country you're coming from so that I can get some relative material. That's right. We got some stuff for you guys today that's going right back to your towns and your cities. So yes, we tuned in, we locked in. Hope everybody has their coffee. Everybody's got their breakfast. If you got your water, whatever you need, because we're about to turn up. Please do me a favor. Any comments, even if it's off topic, let's talk about it. Let's see what we got to talk about today. Me, like I said, I'm feeling very healthy. I'm feeling up, vibrant. I'm happy to be alive and to be able to continue moving forward with life. And I'm happy to be here with you guys. So with that being said, hope everybody's doing good. Who we got up in here? Christina, that's Miss Burns right there. Just on time. I just got done watching Officer T and, okay, Rick. Okay, cool. Hey, sweetie, good morning. Yeah, good morning to you guys, too. I really appreciate you guys. You have no idea. Betty Lynn, what's good from Detroit? I got you in the clip today. Didn't forget about it. It's a real serious topic, though. I want to really get into it. So make sure you chime in because we got some D-Town stuff today. Also, you guys already see what's on the header. Let me fix that heading right there so that you guys can actually get zoomed in. We got all of our technical issues taken care of already. I'm feeling happy, like I said, just the fact that I'm here with you guys. And that's it, the bottom line. We're going to get into this header. Let me cut this light off right here because that's definitely getting in the way. This is how we're supposed to be up in the bottom line today. And let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into this title right here. Trump scolds reporter at World Cup announcement. He basically was giving an announcement that we're finally going to be getting the World Cup here in the United States of America. 11 states. Over $40 billion in revenue was announced yesterday. That's going to bring jobs and good opportunities to a lot of different states. So if you guys are in any of those states that the World Cup is going to be in, you stand to make some profits, even if you do like merch or if you have something to do with hospitality, there's going to be millions of people coming in to the United States to see the FIFA World Cup. That's going to be big for us. The first time in history it's ever happened. That's a phenomenal announcement that they made yesterday. All right, but at the same time, when they were making an announcement, of course, reporters are going to try to ask questions and go off the subject and topic. As you can see right here, Trump's like, if it's not about FIFA, I don't want to talk about it. So he scolded a few reporters yesterday. We still got some good content on that. I just want to get to the subcategories as well, which is a barefoot man climbs Big Ben, yes, with the Palestine flag in his possession. As you can see, that's him right there. I'm scared of heights. Only heights you can ever catch me in is Washington Heights, Brooklyn Heights, or maybe some sort of borough name heights. I don't play around with heights. I think this might be a short thing. But he's very brave to be climbing Big Ben. As you can see, he's waving the Palestine flag. And as you notice, he's definitely trying to make a mission statement. So hooray to him, he made his mission statement. And now, last but not least, which is a fantastic topic because we've been waiting, Pam, thanks finally, because A.G. Bondi now vows to release more of the Epstein files. So we should be finding out more information in this coming week with those other areas that were not given to us. We do have the links to the Epstein files in several descriptions. If you guys are interested in seeing it, we have the links in the description so that you guys can actually see the files. There's a lot of stuff that's been, what do they call, blacked out, you know, because they don't want people to see certain things that's in there. But we do have the files available in the description and you can click the link. And yeah, that's basically what we got going on for the morning today, you guys. Like I said, I hope you had a fantastic evening. I'm here, I'm ready, we up. We're gonna do our thing. First story I wanna get into actually is something that Betty or one of my co-hosts told me to stop being scared about. Just call a spade a spade. And what's that? I think there's some arson going on up in upstate. We got more wildfires in New York right now, upstate. And it's basically ridiculous because all of these brush fires just keep on continuing to pop up. So in Suffolk County right now, Long Island, my side of the town, there's fires. Check this crap out. And there's no way these things just popping up. I mean, it's not even that type of season in New York right now. It's freezing cold. There's no reason for any fires to just pop up. You throw a cigarette on the ground right now, believe me, it's not even going to keep on staying lit. So this is definitely arson. I'm calling it what it is. Straight up.
Wildfires break out in Suffolk County, fueled by high winds. The flames not completely under control until tomorrow.
We are very concerned about the overnight and the increase of winds again tomorrow. This could be a multi-day event.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanya Rivero.
And I'm Joe Torres. These are some of the seemingly apocalyptic images from wildfires that started about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Suffolk County. They continue to burn 10 hours later.
The first fire broke out in Center Moriches and spread all the way to West Hampton. Tonight, we know Sunrise Highway has been reopened in the area. We also know that 2 structures have burned and 1 firefighter was hospitalized with burns to the face.
Jeff Smith will have more on the winds and the brush fire risk for the entire area, but we begin tonight with Stacey.
The problem here now in New York, we got like 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's very windy outside. I'm talking about ridiculous. That's why the fire spread so fast. This is arson, straight up and down. And everywhere that there's now brush, I mean like a lot of wild wilderness and maybe forestry right now, we need to ramp up security and more police patrol because that's their thing now. People like setting the wildfires. Let's just call it what it is.
Stacey Sager, she is in the fire zone. Stacey?
Well, Joe, you know, the weather was dry today and the wind was so strong and it fueled these fires very quickly. I would say fires because there were 4 of them from Center Moriches out to West Hampton Beach. And the fire almost reached this location, Kabreski Airport, before authorities began to make some progress.
4 fires at one time? Y'all don't think that's suspect? Y'all don't think that's suspect?
It was a frightening sight on a Saturday afternoon for anyone on Sunrise Highway making their way towards the Hamptons.
Man.
Crazy fire here.
In fact, it was thick black smoke everywhere.
27 eastbound is on fire. All lanes to the woods.
This cell phone video timestamped at 1:04 p.m., right when the brush fires began. Hattie Lucci had been driving along Sunrise Highway and ventured into the woods because she's a retired police officer and was worried a car had veered off the road and caught fire. But she realized within minutes what this really was.
It's jumping trees at this point, and it's moving pretty fast. The winds were insane. I got a point where I had to actually walk backwards, away from the smoke. You guys were coming towards me because I couldn't breathe.
Authorities say the area involved stretched 3 miles long by 1 mile wide from Center Moriches towards Gabreski Airport in West Hampton Beach. It was on the south side of Sunrise Highway as smoke crept perilously towards Gabreski Airport.
I saw a video of in Los Angeles where someone was riding a pedal bike and they were setting all of the brush on fire as they were riding the pedal bike. If you guys want to look that up, it's somewhere on the internet. I don't lie for no reason. I'm not going to just make this stuff up. This looks like it's something like that. This is arson. And also because of the winds that were blowing, as the lady said, it was jumping brush. And that's what it does because everything out there is dry. Someone set these fires. It is freezing cold in New York right now. It's under about, I would say we're at 33 degrees. Why would you be outside? Why would you be smoking a cigarette, just hanging out? No one's camping in these places. No one's hanging out. There's no reason for there to be any sparks, anything like that. Why are there 4 fires at the same time starting up?
Air National Guardsmen who saw it were at the ready and available to start fighting the fire with water from above.
You never want to see something like this happen, but it was really good that it did happen within sight of the National Guard because they reacted immediately.
Throughout the evening, brush trucks driving through the thick of it, putting water on the hot spots, which are hard to contain.
With this wind, a spark will simply ignite. This is something that we're going to have to watch probably over the next few days.
Nearly 100 different fire departments and EMS units from both Nassau and Suffolk counties are all pitching in, but at this point, no loss of life.
There are no residents at this time that are in the line of fire, but we are monitoring that very closely from the air, and you will know by telephone, you will know by knocks on your door if that changes.
In our part of New York, this is where the money is. These are rich people. Long Island, nice houses and things of that nature. Last place where it happened was where? Hollywood, rich place, people with money. Are we starting to see some type of trend here? I think that they need to ramp up evening or whatever patrols that they got going on, put video cameras out much more, and start really ramping up out there, watching out, because this is definitely intentional. 4 fires at one time. Bullsh. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm calling.
Yeah, and as I said, these fires are not fully contained yet. They won't know that until they're back up in the air tomorrow morning. That firefighter who was injured, he suffered second-degree burns on his face. He was taken to Stony Brook Hospital's burn unit. Also, 2 commercial structures were burned in this fire. They are right near here, near Gabreski Airport. But no homes were burned. There was no loss of life. In the end, nearly 100 different fire departments and EMS units from both Suffolk and Nassau County, as well as state police and a host of other emergency workers responding to these stubborn fires that persisted for hours out here today.
All I can say is I got a lot of respect for our firemen and all of our people. And y'all not dealing with LA when y'all come to New York with that. Somebody getting caught up for this. And I'm going to tell you what I really know about us. The response time is ridiculous. Yeah, you got the fires off, but you see that response time and how many people came there to take care of that business? Exactly. So now they're going to start investigating. I really think that this is arson. This is not just a brush fire right here. I do not care what anybody says. It's too many fires at one time. Too many. That was 4 right there at one time. And now you're coming over to New York doing that? I'm not feeling that. And I'm not trying to discriminate or whatever like that, but when it hits home, you really feel it. Luckily, no loss of life and nobody got hurt. Now we're gonna move on because we got other situations that pure energy and a lot of things are going on in other countries that I wanna shed light on. We got some serious situation where Gaza has, the ceasefire is close to collapse and the aid is stopped over in Gaza. There's people out there like in the middle of the street trying to find food, bringing pails and certain things to get water. These people are showing us, you know, what I can appreciate as far as what I have and that they don't. So when I look at things like this, it makes me feel very hurtful, and it really makes me think, like, what can we do to really try to solve these problems that we're having across the world? When you see children starving, coming to you with plates that are empty, trying to get some food and stuff like that. I don't even know what this one little girl, she had like this big bowl in front of her. I guess she was trying to get food to take back home. This is crazy. I want you guys to see this. The ceasefire in Gaza is close to collapse from what we're seeing with these videos here. I really want you guys to check this out. It's something that we really need to be knowing about and paying attention to, because the way it looks, it's really bad. The humanitarian conditions are terrible.
Gaza is perilously close to collapsing. Food shortages have become acute, and Palestinians living there are struggling to feed their families. Deborah Potter reports now on conditions in the territory as the fighting has stopped, but the desperately needed food aid is not getting in.
Israel has stopped all aid entering Gaza to pressurize Hamas into accepting new terms of the ceasefire deal. The Shaban family live in their bombed-out home. Mustafa Abu Shaban was a blacksmith before the war. Since then, he's had no work. Like most of Gaza's more than 2 million people, they are almost entirely dependent on aid.
I came back during the ceasefire and saw my home was ruined, but we cleaned it and are just living in a small part of it.
His wife Russia tries to create a semblance of normality as she helps her kids with their studies.
Our life is hard. We just want to live like everyone else.
But it is the holy month of Ramadan, and she has no idea how she will feed her 4 children. Already, the aid freeze is starting to bite. Making his way through apocalyptic scenes of devastation, Mustafa Shaban heads for the local market.
All our roads are just ruins. Wherever I turn, it is just ruins.
Prices have soared and severe shortages of milk, eggs, meat and cooking gas have been reported. On this day, they were mostly vegetables. All he could afford were a few tomatoes, cucumbers and radishes. His wife did her best, but there's not much to go round for the evening meal that breaks their fast.
We asked the world to help us stop the war. We have had enough suffering.
And as night falls, the spectre of hunger looms once more.
Look at this.
United Nations human rights experts have criticized Israel for resuming what they call weaponized starvation and have urged international mediators to intervene and uphold the truce.
I wanted you to see one actual family that was going through something in real life, so that you can really see, because all they show you is the total devastation, and sometimes they don't even show you the bodies. So when you look at it like that and you see somebody walking through rubble, imagine waking up in the morning, you got to wake up and go out through that. It's not the way to live for anybody. So I really wanted us to see what's going on over there besides what they're telling us. All right, so I want to get some comments, you guys. Let me know what you guys are saying. All right, Batty Lynn, the U.S. can't be the only ones willing to help. Why won't Europe step in and help? We got guests. Did you cover the 700 plus Christians beheaded in Africa church a week ago? No, sir, I didn't go there. I try to walk the line, and that would get me cut off of the of YouTube, sir. It's too you go read the guidelines of YouTube. If I put that up, I'm in trouble. Cali Dog said sad, bro. Yeah, Rena Love, and I really appreciate you guys checking this out, because what I'm really showing you guys is what's actually going on over there. We probably don't have a lot of people here, but I really don't care, because real stuff like this really needs to be known. We get to wake up in the morning and live differently. And, you know, just walking to the store for us is like, it's a blessing in comparison to what this man had to go through as far as that's concerned, and his children having to live through that. And I get what you're saying about other places that there's strife and real bad things happening. Just wanted to show you guys this. And I'm not saying this is greater loss than another place. I just want to show you what's going on here. That's it. We can keep on moving, because we got a lot in the clip. I really want you guys to see this is going to be a real good episode today. And if you got content or any feedback, we appreciate it. That's what we're here for. Do me a favor. If you do like the content, because we're knocking them out already, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get these likes up to get more people over here. Because people like us a lot of people like us, we like to share information, and we go into different places where they don't show certain things. Sometimes we might go off kill. It might be politics, and next thing I'm showing you is a scam. It's just the way things flow sometimes. But we're gonna keep it going, and I love to see the comments in the comment section, just to know that we do have dialogue. Even if you're telling me to look at something else, guess what, Christian? I mean, brother, you just put me onto something I ain't even know about. So when I get off here, I'm gonna go look at that. And if there's a way that I can introduce it, promise you I will. And I'm a man of my word. We're gonna keep it going right now because the Department of Homeland Security, guess what? They just identified the leakers who's been leaking all the information about all of the raids. Everybody, they've been telling on, hey, they're about to go over there and get out of there. All of the leakers that's inside of DHS, they found leaks inside of DHS where all of the warnings were coming out and letting them know about immigration coming to get the illegal criminals. So now Pam Bondi has vowed that she's going to prosecute these people to the fullest, and she's already found who they are. So check this out, you guys. I want you to see this. We're going deep today. We got a lot of information. I think I may have got her name wrong, so don't kill me for this, but this is the officials accused of leaking operations. I get her mixed up with Pam sometimes, so please excuse me. They're going to say her name right.
Exclusively telling Fox News she is taking action after identifying 2 internal leakers within the agency.
We have identified 2 leakers of information here at the Department of Homeland Security.
Excuse me, guys. Christy Nome is her name. I get the names mixed up because of Pam Bondi. I apologize for that.
Department of Homeland Security Secretary Christy Nome exclusively telling Fox News she is taking action after identifying 2 internal leakers within the agency.
We have identified 2 leakers of information here at the Department of Homeland Security who have been telling individuals about our operations and putting law enforcement lives in jeopardy. We plan to prosecute these 2 individuals and hold them accountable for what they've done. And we're going to continue to do all that we can to keep America safe.
Florida Senator and member of the Homeland Security Committee, Rick Scott, joins us now. Senator Scott, thank you so much for joining us this morning. How important is it that DHS go after, and other agencies for that matter, go after these leakers inside federal government agencies that are undermining the administration's effort to make arrests and deport criminal aliens?
It's very important. Number one, Trump 47 is going to be known for 3 things: common sense, accountability, and transparency. And so what Christy Nome is doing here is saying, who in the right mind wants to keep criminals in this country, and why would somebody at Homeland Security want to help criminals that are killing American citizens? I mean, we just watched, Latham Riley's parents the other day. I mean, who in their right mind? So she's going to hold people accountable. I've been in the Senate 6 years. There's been no accountability. This is what's going to happen now. There's going to be accountability all across this country. If you're illegal, you don't have a right to be in this country. You don't have a right. Come in here legally. I like legal immigration. If we need to work on our legal immigration system, the Democrats should help us. But this idea that we want criminals and terrorists and narco-traffickers, we want more drugs, and these Democrats want to defend it, the Democrats are being known for exactly what the American public don't want. Right. The American public want transparency and accountability.
And of course, if you're an employee...
I wanted you guys to hear that because he makes a lot of sense, and I know a lot of people might not agree, but when somebody makes sense, I like to hear what they have to say because it's the bottom line, and you're putting people in jeopardy, and then you're sending more people. You know what happens when they get leaks like that? Now they're going to send even more people to try to find illegals, and now you got to have more ICE agents in your neighborhood when you're going to be worried about it. So that leaker internally, that's really messed up. It's like, what are you working here for? My morals tell me that I'm going to call up the newspaper or an agency and say they're about to do a bust over here. Why you even work there? Like, what's going on with you? I get the fact that you may have your own morals about the situation, but calling and leaking information like that is dead wrong. You shouldn't do anything like that. I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm personally glad that they found the leak. What do you guys think? I'm glad about it. What you guys got here for me? Christina said, facts, night shift, she's talking to somebody. Blacks for Trump. That's right. Benjamin wrong. Oh, check me out, though. I'm not for Trump, but some of the things that he's doing, I am for. I am not Republican or Democrat. I am who I am. Ben Jamin said wrong. What are we wrong about, Ben? We take comments up here. The NAGA hats were laced with something. Benjamin said, you make no sense. Okay, well make sense out of what I'm saying and tell me where I'm wrong at. Diab Soul, what's going on? Good morning. Okay, Maddie AU, what's wrong with Trump? He's flat out insane. Carl said, how can I collect that reward? I have 16 of them. I don't know what you're talking about. What we got? We got Jody James. You are right. C. Evans said, glad. Michelle Lynn, well, the reality is if you know people who have deportation orders or are on the run, it's from the law. Toast to town, disgusting that you would support Donald Trump with what he is currently doing to our country. That Mitch guy said, Ilhan Omar and AOC, I guarantee it. Hey, you guys can say whatever you want. I have no problem with you commenting. I don't know what they're talking about. I support Trump or whatever like that. Y'all need to stick around and see what's really going on before you just put a hat on me like that. I support myself and I support the American people and real people. I'm not about one, and I guarantee you one thing, I'm not a Democrat. I'll tell you that, because I don't believe in the things that they are for. And just because I'm black, you see that, don't mean that I'm going to be following like an idiot just because someone tells me that it makes sense. And guess what? When 1 + 1 = 2, it just does. I'm not going to say it's 3 just because everybody in the party is just trying to be a-holes and not abide by the reality of what things are. So if y'all got a problem with that, kick a rock for a block and take off your sock, skid up your knee. I don't really care. Because now we got to keep on going to D.C. where Trump says he ordered the mayor to clear the homeless camps or he will do it himself. It's filthy. They got all these homeless encampments going on. I know what a lot of people in the comments going to say, well, why don't he get them off the streets and do stuff like that? I say the same thing. I say that all of the money that was spent by sanctuary cities, if they would have taken all of that money instead of giving it to illegal migrants, they could have got rid of at least about 70% of homeless inside of the United States of America. I will repeat myself. If they would have, instead of using all of that money for illegal migrants and use all of that money for homeless people, we wouldn't have problems like this. And if they would have took and gave it to veterans and people in the United States that really need that money and stop saying, oh, the kids or whatever, because there's American kids and everybody that's hurting too, they would have been better off instead of giving our money to illegal migrants and open up the border. What you got to say about that, slick mouth? What you got to say about that, slick mouth? Talking about I support somebody. I support common sense. And I do not want illegal immigrants in my country at all. And if you for that, go for it. I'm not. I want them gone. I'm going to help you get them out of here too. And we also, and let me put the maraschino cherry on top. Inside the description, yeah, phone number to ICE. How about that? That's how I feel about it. The phone number to ICE, Homeland Security, the phone number's in the description. Feel a way about me. Now put that on top of that. Put that on top of it, homie.
Trump is ordering D.C.'s mayor to clear out the city's homeless encampments, and if she doesn't, the president says he'll do it for her. Tom Fitzgerald's live in Northwest with what the mayor had to say in response.
Jim, good evening. This is one of the most well-known homeless camps in the District of Columbia. It's right on Rock Creek Parkway by the Kennedy Center today. Now, yes, this is property that is in Washington, D.C., but the land itself is actually controlled by the federal government. And figuring out who's responsible for what has been one of the big obstacles in clearing out these homeless camps across the nation's capital. Well, President Trump now says in regards to D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, if she doesn't clear out these camps, he says he will do it. Now, Trump posted on his Truth Social site that, quote, she must clean up all the unsightly homeless camps in the city, adding Washington, D.C. must become clean and safe. Now, Bowser's critics say that in their opinion, she should have cleaned these homeless encampments before President Trump reassumed his Oval Office in the White House. Now, today, Fox 5 pressed the mayor on what the district is doing to clean up the sites on D.C. property and whether or not she, in turn, is pressing the federal government to do the same.
Now, we could have used all of that money that we use from sanctuary cities to worry about putting people in hotels and putting giving all these people $14,000 on those debit cards. And you want to go look at the video in episode number 14, you'll see that there too, because we got the receipts. We want to take all that money, and you see all these American homeless people right here, use it for them. Now what you gotta say, slick mouth? Talking about me, Trump or whatever like that. Well, I'm a Californian Democrat and we used to believe in the Second Amendment. We especially believe in free speech. Yeah, Rena Love says shaking my head. What else we got? Jody James, it's about time the American people come first. There you go. Thank you, Jody. Do me a favor, subscribe and double tap so we can make sure that we got you in here. We got 318 people in the building. We got 22 likes. We might lose about 100 right now because this is the part where we stop and we say, do us a favor and hit that like button because we want more people to come over. But I know a lot of people run when that happens because, oh, the like button, oh my God, he's asking for something, oh my God. So what happens with that is we already know we're going to get a lot of people that leave, but what we do is this. That's that release, right? When y'all leave, and then we play the banging video coming up, and then a whole bunch of people come, and y'all be going already. Y'all don't even know what's going on because y'all don't want to hit the like button. So what I'm going to say to y'all is this. Double tap, hit that like button so more people can come, because I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't asking for no money over there. Ain't got no snaps on the petrol. Y'all already see we stand at that zero. Y'all like that donut. Then we got over here, we got 300 and something people, but the ends ain't justifying the means. So that's all I ask for. I stay up late to do these clips. I do all of this stuff to make sure that I'm bringing it to you guys at 6 in the morning every day. So all I ask from you in return, if you're here after 3 minutes, I would assume you actually like what's going on. So all I'm asking you to do is like the video. I'd appreciate that. Let's keep it going, you guys. I don't like holding things up.
On homeless camps on their property. Have you brought it to their attention?
Yeah, they are aware that many homeless encampments are on federal property, and we're still here to help. Like, so we're not saying it's you, it's not us, because it would take both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think the mayor should have been taking stronger enforcement actions all along. I think we saw frustration from many residents that these encampments had been allowed to stay in place.
Okay, I mean, yeah, again, like, I'm already done with this. I'm going to tell y'all what I said. I said it already, I'll say it again. I would rather take all of the monetary in which we utilize for illegal immigrants and use it for homeless people and veterans. And whoever Americans, born American, can use it for. Y'all don't fully feel me on that? I get it. You like opening up borders. You like everybody, come on, kumbaya, letting all of our resources be used and all of that, and giving everything away. Cool. You must be rich, and you must really don't understand economics. Because right now we're suffering. We ain't got it. That's like somebody come up the block and be like, yo, let me borrow $100. You ain't got it. You ain't got it. What you gonna do, borrow the $100 to give to them? Now you in debt? Guess what? That's what we doing. And we've been borrowing money too much to give to everybody for too long. It's time to be accountable. Real talk. Now we're gonna keep it going. Like, I don't know what's going on with this specific individual. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's no way in the world that I would work from a stock boy all the way up to the CEO and then do questionable things to get me in trouble, unless, you know, I was just like that all along. But yeah, the CEO of Kroger, Rodney McMillan, he had to resign for behavioral investigations. Check this out. I mean, this guy's been working at Kroger since he was a stock boy. He decides to do something like this. This is kind of crazy, but hey, you never know a person until you get to know them, right? Check this out.
Radio News previously reported his resignation comes a few months after Kroger.
Oh, my bad, Joe. I had to do some research first, and here we go. We're going to start it from the top. My bad.
Kroger's CEO and chairman Rodney McMullen has resigned after investigation into his personal conduct. Kroger, one of the largest grocery store chains in the nation, announced the move Monday after an internal probe into McMullen's personal conduct found his behavior to be in conflict with the company's ethics policy. Kroger says its board became aware of the situation in late February and immediately hired an outside independent counsel to investigate. The company says McMullen's behavior is not related to the business and did not involve any Kroger associates, but did not offer further details. Kroger board member Ronald Sargent is now the interim CEO. Sargent has been with the chain since 2006 and has served as lead director of Kroger since 2017. The company says while Sargent serves in the interim, it will conduct a search for its next CEO. McMullen was with Kroger since 1978, starting as a part-time stock clerk. He worked his way up the company ladder, eventually becoming CEO in 2014. As Straight Arrow News previously reported, his resignation comes a few months after Kroger ended a $25 billion merger plan with Albertsons, following regulatory pressure from the Biden administration.
That's crazy. I mean, like, you worked that long from 1978 and now you decide that you want to do some craziness? What you guys think? I mean, 1978 from a stock boy. Now he's the CEO. Now that would have been a fantastic story had it been, I worked my way up from stock boy and now I'm the CEO of the company. My name is la la la. Next thing you know, you get accolades for that. Go ahead and retire, you the man. Not like this. You ain't getting no accolades for this, for somebody else got to take your job over because of disgrace in the company. Really, Chad, you're sitting in that impossible standard. Nobody can be like Jesus. What we got, Regime? What did he do? Exactly. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, so now that we started this story and we got it as a topic, I'm going to start diving into it because that's the hard part. The corporations, they're hiding certain things, of course. They don't want us to know the actual reasonings. They're giving it a title. Y'all saw that, right? Behavioral investigation. You know what that probably got something to do with, right? And they don't want to disgrace themselves. Why? Because, let's go the other way now. He's been the CEO since 1978. So would that look good on them as far as like being able to really distinguish who they got working for them? Or sometimes when you got a corporation, you got to take a hit to save face because they can turn it around and make it look like you don't know your ass from your elbow. Like, why you got this guy working for you if he's doing these crazy type of things? And guess what? We don't know how long he's possibly been doing it. So you're right. I will be diving into this and seeing what's going on. We want to keep it as a story with the bottom line, and I'm gonna keep you guys up to date on what's going on with it. But we got to keep it moving because we got a situation now. I love stuff like this when these sanctuary city mayors get chewed up when they did the sit down with Congress. I keep on putting one clip here, one tidbit every day until we actually play the whole thing. But I'm only really interested in certain parts of it. And this is when Byron Donaldson, he absolutely manhandled Michelle Wu in a fiery exchange. I want you guys to see about this. Check this out. Michelle Wu got it. We didn't show anything about Michelle Wu so far. So now this is going to be the fiery exchange against Byron and Michelle Wu. Check this out. It's a lot to look at, but it's kind of hot. Check this out if you ain't seen it already.
Chairman, this is my third term on the Oversight Committee. We've been talking about illegal immigration and oversight the entire time. I remember we had a group of this committee that went down to the El Paso section of the border. This was back in February, March of 2021. And during that time period, we were at one of the holding centers, and there were these buses that were coming to the detention facility, and they were picking up 30 kids, 50 kids at random, walking out of the facility. And when I went over to question the bus driver that was transporting these kids, border agents told me, as a member of Congress, that you're not allowed to question the bus driver. And of course, people knowing me, I didn't take no for an answer, and I repeated the question. And I was told that this bus of children was leaving El Paso and going to San Diego. And so what was occurring under the Biden administration is that they were busing unaccompanied minors all across the United States for one reason and one reason only. And that was because they did not want the press to see the pictures of kids in cages. They did not want to see our borders being overrun. They wanted to disperse that problem all through the United States. That is the reckless history of illegal immigration under Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. Mayor Johnston of Denver, you lamented earlier that there were 10 to 11 buses coming per day to your city. Did you ever talk to Joe Biden about why this was happening to your community?
Thank you, Congressman. I both reached out to Governor Abbott from Texas. He didn't respond, and I did.
Why would you reach out to Governor Abbott of Texas when it is Joe Biden, the former commander-in-chief, that opened up our borders? Why didn't you talk to him?
Well, our buses directly were being sent from Governor Abbott in Texas, so that was why we reached out to say we're happy to collaborate on a coordinated entry system. We understand no one state or no one city should bear the entire brunt of this, but let's collaborate. But I did.
So I'm glad you said that, because that brings me to my next point. Governor Abbott and Governor DeSantis, when they started moving illegal aliens out of their states, who were bearing the brunt of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were doing, and they sent them to Denver, they sent them to Chicago, they sent them to New York, they sent them to Martha's Vineyard. The reason why they did that is because you four could hide behind the realities of illegal immigration on border towns all through our country and on cities and states who did not want to see illegal immigration, but did not have the political representation to go to the White House. And only when it showed up on your doorstep did you get upset. Mayor Johnston, coming back to you, how much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years, on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022. $79
million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you?
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're failing,
which is
Mayor
the same
Adams,
number that
how much did the city of New York
from
actually
state
spend
of
on
Texas.
illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number, and if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on.
The reason I did that is because I wanted you to see all of the money together. And I wanted to give you guys a point because they said it. And you can't say I'm making it up. You heard every one of them say the amounts, right? So let me ask you again. What if we were to use that money for homeless people in the United States of America, veterans, and Americans that need that money first? We're going to pause right here. Hopefully you guys like the content and we can go ahead and get some more likes up. I want to see what you guys have to say about factual information and not stuff that's being made up. Because these mayors just said their numbers. They said them to you. Don't try to say I'm making nothing up. Here we go. Michelle, and another thing, whether black people like it or not, you are our people. We are your people, black and white Americans. We are the union, the unit of this country together. I'm going to tell you something, Michelle Lynn, I don't even look at color no more, especially when it's black and white. I don't even see that. I do not. I'm telling you, I do not even see that. So when people try to play on it, that's when I just be like, I'm waiting. Are you done with the race card thing? Because it ain't working with me. Sorry, it ain't. What else we got up here? Paul, since he said woke equals broke equals joke. What else we got? I want to get some other people's information. We have light. We can't afford to have any parents stay home. What else we got? We got Paul South says the people's president, Donald Trump. What we got here? Michelle Lynn, there is no Democratic Party. You know who Democratic Party is. Donald Trump supporters. Okay, let's just put it out there. Okay, here we go. Jeppa Dorchester said, good morning. Good morning, Deppa. Paul South, kids, you are perfectly the way God made you. Trans rights are FKN weirdos rights. You're damn right about that, Paul. We should pin that comment. You're right about that, Paul. What else we got? We got anybody else up in here? We got Mary Jackson that says, Mays, what's voted? You mean voted. Vited. You mean voted. Paul South. Okay, we got y'all tearing it up in the comments. All right, y'all, do me a favor. We got 212 people in the building. We only got 54 likes. Please, let's try to get those likes up to 80. Please, we're going to keep this going because he's about to get into woo now. He's about to keep going. And again, I only brought this video up because I said something prior and we were talking about what? Illegal immigrants and these sanctuary cities and how much money they're spending. Do you guys agree that we could have got rid of a lot of the homeless population by taking a lot of all that money and putting it towards that and American homeless and just focusing on American people and veterans? It's the only thing I'm trying to say here. I don't see anybody fighting back on that comments. I don't see none of y'all fighting back on that because it's common sense and it makes damn sense.
A problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering citizens.
You don't ask about how much money the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration? Are you out of your mind?
Between immigration status.
Do you manage your budget or not, Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu, do
safe.
you manage your
We have
budget or
the
not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston, just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city of Boston
city of
is
Boston.
sick of having
I'm
people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us what
Mr. Bear, I have a question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specific.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
So we let everybody get their point across. Let them finish. Let them finish. I don't want y'all to say I'm being sideways. Let them finish.
I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose, Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
So, me, myself, all I really care about is us right now because we need it. We have a major deficit. In a couple of months, we're going to owe so much money, we ain't even going to be able to take care of ourselves. That's like when you get on the airplane and the stewardess comes out and says, hey, when the air pressure drops, a mask will drop down, put the mask on yourself, and then help the person next to you. You don't help the person next to you without the damn mask on. You need your mask to help them. We need money first in order to help somebody else. It's common sense. But a lot of people don't have it. So we're just going to keep it going. Now, for some reason, I think we need to look into all nonprofits that have to do with little children. Because it seems like people find ways to act like they're taking care of children or to act like they're taking care of minors or whatever. And they find ways to steal money. Again, yesterday we found one that was like, $1.4 million that she spent on the house. And then it was just ridiculous amounts on cars, 4 cars that they found. And they were supposed to be feeding hungry children. Yeah, we got another situation. A former Oakland nonprofit director is accused of stealing donations from children now. In Oakland, y'all. Check this out. We got another one. We got another thief here. Let's check this out. And when you steal from children, you got to talk to your maker on this one. You're going to have a different conversation. You might go to HELL hockey sticks on that. So I want y'all to see this right here. With this Oakland man made up with all this money.
A heartwarming donation went right into the pockets of the man who was supposed to use it.
Our hotel is the best in the world. At the end of the week, you will be
the most vulnerable
to help local kids. Well, the former director of an Oakland youth boxing program has pleaded not guilty to embezzling more than $100,000 meant to help out children in the community. Howard Solomon ran the East Oakland Boxing Association. It provides boxing lessons, coaching, and mentorship to children. Devin Philly now with more on the allegations that he was pocketing money, including a donation connected to the Currys. Wow.
Yeah, the allegations are heartbreaking and disturbing allegations at this point. Yeah. But that gym is located on 98th Street near San Leandro. Solomon was the executive director from 2017 to 2021. Now, he managed their day-to-day operations. He was also in charge of fundraising and the budget, and now he's accused of embezzlement, of using that money for his own personal gain. Most notably, according to court documents that we obtained, Solomon allegedly embezzled a donation of $50,000 that was connected to Steph and Aisha Curry. The Currys appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2019 as part of a giveaway segment. They had gifts for the organization, an oversized $50,000 donation check made out to the organization, and the documents say that Solomon deposited that check into a personal account without the knowledge of the Boxing Association staff or board members. Now, this was the reaction on the Ellen DeGeneres show when those donations were delivered. saw there the kids who those donations were supposed to benefit. It didn't stop there. Prosecutors zeroed in on a 4-year period between 2017 and 2021. They claim that Solomon moved money into accounts that he alone had access to, and prosecutors say that he kept his board members completely in the dark. According to court documents again, Solomon allegedly went on a spending spree, buying items on Amazon, vacation rentals, and even bought a Ford Explorer, later traded in for a Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, he needed the Escalade to move around and get back and forth to and fro to the boxing gym, right? And then he took all of the money that Steph and Aisha gave. That's what I'm saying, yo. We need to really investigate people like this. There needs to be some sort of an agency, because he's definitely hiding behind the children, and he's using it as two things, as to soften people's hearts, to get money from them, and to embezzle and steal money from y'all. It's crazy. And it seems like it's always the kids. What we got? Brian Dan said, like The Rock and Oprah, asking others. What else we got in the comments? JJJ said, how do you propose getting this stuff together? Can you honestly get to each individual and help them? Nah, you can't. You just got to be more vigilant and diligent about who you're giving money to, and who you're and check into the organization as well. But I mean, that's really hard to do as well too, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many horror stories I have heard, what people have been, where we've destroyed my mental health. Professionals finally get to decent working towards healing. Brian Dane said, no, we got that one already. Michelle Lynn. Okay, Michelle, you going in today. Marty Jackson, a person stealing from hungry children should need to work for their 3 hots and a cot. There you go. You already know what I mean by that. Definitely, I got you on that. Nah. What else we got? All right, we got Christina. Todd Ely said no, and we got to keep on going, y'all. We got to keep on going, because, woo, you ever driving down the road and you see a tire across in front of you while you're driving? Or you see, like, bug hit the window, you gotta wipe it off when you get to the gas station or something like that. It always happens, common things. Sucks if a deer runs in front of you, because sometimes they get stuck inside of the grill. They can mess your car up. And then the sad thing about it is you gotta deal with that. And an accident like that can really hurt you. So we gotta be really serious and really vigilant and watching when we drive in the car, because you never know what's gonna happen, especially when there's windy conditions. I always never ride my motorcycle when it's very windy. And I also make sure that I pay attention to construction sites and things of that nature, because signs, they blow in the wind. And once those signs start moving, they can do stuff like decapitate, impale, and things like that. So I'm very cautious when it's windy, especially in the city around construction sites. But this is something that probably can't be avoided. If you're driving on the road, all of a sudden something comes at you. Case in point, this man was driving on the highway. A board flipped from the oncoming side into his windshield and almost took him out. Check this video out right here, y'all. I'm talking about this man narrowly escaped a real bad situation, and it could have been worse, because when you get in an issue like that, you could have actually, let's say, steered a different way, went into oncoming traffic or something like that. So it could be very terrible when something like that happens. Check this out, what happened on the Verrazano Bridge as this man was driving across the bridge and on the Verrazano Bridge. Check this out, guys. I want you guys to see this.
This shocking video from Wednesday, take a look. It shows a board. This shocking video from Wednesday, take a look. It shows a board flying off the back of a pickup and hitting the windshield of a car that was heading in the opposite direction. And if you look closely, you can see the man there. He tries to secure that board, but it flew away into the air. Eyewitnesses spoke to the driver of the car that got hit.
I was in complete shock. I pretty much knew what was happening at the moment, but everyone was just shocked, and we were like, what are we gonna do? Like, it's already happened. Like, it can't be undone.
The entire windshield was shattered, but somehow no one was hurt. That's because, I mean, the driver stayed calm, and that's, board goes through. You think you might swerve all over the road, but
Wonder how fast they were going. Yeah, you gotta chill out. Oof, very good advice.
So yeah, I've never seen anything like that happen before, but it definitely makes me know that I should be even more cautious. when I'm riding my motorcycle, if it's very windy, it actually feels like it's pushing the bike. It's pushing you. So a lot of people out there, they be like, oh, hell with that, no fear. I ride in the wind and everything. Not me. Scary enough to be riding in bad conditions, but I'm not going to be riding in no wind when it's pushing me. What y'all got to say about that? Did y'all see that just now? Oh, no, that's crazy. His angels and gods were with him for sure. Thank God no one was hurt. Thank you, Christina. What else we got? That was crazy. Chad C., I want everyone to know that we must protect Ukraine. Trump needs to grow a pair. What else we got? We got, Chad also said, and has never been homeless, but she'll fix it. JJ said, you aren't bright, sir. Okay, we got Michelle, you sound like a toddler. Okay, and then we got Brian Dane, Barack is lightning and Obama is from heaven. Jesus' description is a fall of, okay, cool. Anybody that's still here this long, if y'all don't like me, it just really behooves me while you're still here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, if you don't rock with me, why you still here in the comments? Y'all real funny talking about, I don't know this and I don't know that. Why don't y'all just kick a rock for a block? I don't understand. Why would you stay somewhere that you're not happy? All you got to do is slide the screen. I think something must be wrong with you because we all good over here. We know what we doing. Just like, check this out. I think you need to go hang out with this guy that clowned Big Ben with the flag. Whoever's acting this crazy, y'all need to watch this real quick. Because y'all need to go hang out with this dude right here who decided he wanted to climb Big Ben with a flag. Because, yeah, it might be something going on upstairs with you.
Coming in out of London. Take a look at this video.
What drives an entrepreneur to create? Is it fear?
I think you can if you just provided by the Associated Press to us here at Live Now from Fox, as roads around the Palace of Westminster over in London were closed as emergency services tried to reach a man who climbed the Big Ben Tower holding a Palestinian flag. You're going to see it there in the distance, but look at just how many crews were out there shutting down the roads, trying to keep people away. And one thing you are going to notice is just how far away folks with cameras are as they are trying to zoom in to show that guy. Now, photos show the barefoot man who appeared to be staging a protest standing on a ledge several yards up Elizabeth Tower, which does house Big Ben. Again, you can see him right there as cameras are zoomed in. Officials said tours of the Houses of Parliament were canceled due to that incident. Westminster Bridge and a nearby street were closed for much of the day, and several emergency services vehicles were at the scene as crowds looked on from behind a police court. The Metropolitan Police said officers were, quote, working to bring the incident to a safe conclusion alongside firefighters and ambulance services. Police said it received reports about the man around 7 a.m. local time Saturday. The intruder still high up the tower later this afternoon. Now, 3 emergency workers were lifted up on a fire brigade ladder platform and were seen using a megaphone to speak to the man on the ledge. At this point, no other details have been released, so it does sound as though this guy might still be up there. We are working to get some more information, and I can imagine there will probably be a news briefing of some kind with officials there in London. We're going to make sure to bring that to you as it does happen. But again, just some of the video coming in from the Associated Press here as...
I'm going to be honest with you, it couldn't be me because I'm scared to death of heights. I told y'all already. Only heights you gonna ever catch me in is Washington Heights, Manhattan Heights, City Heights, Crown Heights, and I don't even like Brooklyn. But heights like that? Oh, hell no. He must be a rock climber. He must be something. And somebody left a comment over here that I really appreciate. It's all in all caps. Don't think I ain't see you. You don't have to, to put a tip there for me to read your comments. I don't get down like that. But all I really ask you guys to do as payment is to go ahead and hit that like button and double tap that to let me know that you guys appreciate the content. I want to know what you guys have to say about this guy, because between me and you, I think he must be some sort of a rock climber to be able to do that and get up there. Batty Lynn said, yeah, right? Kind of like Mike, you look and act like value brand Brian Pumper. Oh God. Hey y'all. We got a new one in here, y'all. Kind of like Mike. We got a new one in here, y'all. You look and act like value brand Brian Pumper. Come on, homeboy. You serious? over 10, 15 years old, you can't find nobody a little older or something more relevant to snap on me about. As big as my head is, look at my nose. You ain't got no other better jokes? Like, come on, bro. I'm like, you serious? Better jokes than that. I have better jokes on myself than you do. Kick a rock for a block, bro. Yo, let me just tell y'all. Give Kind of Mike some help, y'all, because he ain't no good with his jokes, y'all. He's really no good. Here we go. We're going to keep on going. We got Drew Hopping Garner. When your girlfriend is a goat, you learn to climb high places. Ooh, okay. Leon. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? We doing good, Leon. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Kona Lachey. You, oh no, have not reading that. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Christina said, he's got more balls than I do. That's a big nope for me. Ain't no way. I'm climbing up there. Only 75% to go, climber. I'm not going up there. I'm scared of heights like crazy. Are you stupid? Climbing some Big Ben, I would have got like 2 stories. Bow, over. Oh my God, I'm scared to death of heights. Ain't no way. I'm telling you, want to steal from me? Want to rob me? Take me somewhere on the building like this. We going to the Empire State Building. Nope. Man, I be like this on stuff. Like I be having my back against the wall. Nah, man, I'm too scared of heights. I'm a punk. I told y'all I was working on that roof one time. Took this construction job, and we had to cut the edges of the roof off with a skill saw. So the guy comes over to me. Hey, Eric, take the saw. So I take the saw. I go cut. And then the part of the saw gets cut and gets caught up in the wood. And I'm like, yo, I'm nervous. He's like, you scared of heights? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm scared. He's like, well, get the hell up off this roof. I don't want to catch no insurance clause from somebody falling off. I have that thing called, what is it? Verilago or whatever like that, what they call it. When you feel like when you get somewhere too high and you feel like you're gonna fall. I have that. I can't do it. I ain't going for it. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about some stuff that they're calling suspect right now. And I might have to call a spade, but I want you guys to tell me, because they're saying that there's a suspicious spike in sales from January where $43 million in subsidies was helped to buy Tesla cars. So basically Tesla, they're trying to say that they made $43 million in the month of January selling Tesla cars. And on one specific day, I think they probably sold like $4 million worth of cars. They're saying that this is kind of like a suspect sales. They don't know what's going on here. It happened in Canada. I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. If I'm wrong about anything, go ahead and correct me in the comments because it's all good. But if you guys know any more in-depth information about this, I assume that they're trying to say that it's some sort of scheme or whatever is going on with Elon right now, because of course he owns Tesla. But this is the story that I want you guys to see, and it's about some subsidiaries that were paid out to Tesla and that they made a ton of money off of the spike in sales in Canada. Check this out.
Suspicious spike in Tesla sales has experts in the industry scratching their heads. It started with a deadline in January for Ottawa's rebate program on electric vehicles that allegedly prompted a mad rush to buy EVs. CTV's Adrian Gabriel has been crunching the numbers, and Adrian, do they add up?
Sandy, a spike in purchases was to be expected, though the reported sale of 8,600 Teslas equaling $43 million in rebates at 4 Canadian Tesla locations has sparked plenty of questions. In the west end of Toronto, this one Tesla location alone reported selling more than 1,200 vehicles on January 11th, totaling more than $4 million in rebates. So we paid them a visit to try and get some clarity on the staggering number of sales.
How are you? Good, how are you? Good, good. My name's Adrian Gabriel. I'm a journalist with CTV News. Okay. There was a large increase in the number of sales processed through the EV rebate program. Just trying to get an understanding of perhaps what maybe some of the reasons were behind that. Did that take place, or is that a backlog of paperwork going through? You can't share any comments. Is there any manager you think that might be able to?
Our multiple emails to Tesla's headquarters have been met with silence.
It defies logic that these corporate stores of Tesla and Tesla shareholders and Elon Musk would be able to sell 8,600 vehicles in a single weekend.
What do you guys think? Is it possible to sell over 8,600 vehicles in a single weekend? Or do you think that there's foul play there? Do me a favor, you guys, if you like the content, nobody else showed it to you because you just heard it here, right? Do me a favor, double tap that, let everybody know what we're doing and that we rocking and shocking and we've been doing this since 6 o'clock this morning. I'm back in the comments real quick. What y'all got to say? Christina said, well, they can't have them. I like my car. They can have them. I like my car. Marielle, it doesn't matter the political party or country. They are all the same and always take care of their friends with our tax dollars. Ah, Marielle, you caught it. You caught it, Mary. Anything IDC said, that's crazy. Yo, anything IDC, if you like the content, do me a favor. Don't only like, I want you to stick around and go ahead and join the channel. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button and so you can make sure we get all this content. You always around. Leon, me either. I'm gladly for it. Shorten my shift. Leon, I can climb up but not down. Yeah, Leon, you can climb up. I'm going to bust my ass trying to climb up. Batty Lynn said, I don't care if it's Elon. No one wants an electric car. Christina Shelton said, I am a little lost. Didn't know the time change happened tonight. Yeah, it happened to me too. The clock was kind of crazy. It happens, but we keep on moving because God woke us up this morning. And that's the main thing, right? Right, Christina? Everything sounds possible with today's politics. Here we go. We got Leon that said, Christina, I hope you're having a great weekend. Anything IDC said, lunchbox $11.99. Yeah, that looks like a car. Leon, yes, long but good. All right, we got to keep it going. Oh, somebody told me what the word was. I saw that. Good looking, y'all. Thank you for letting me know. But what do you think about this? Are we crying foul here? Marielle said, you know, politicians are going to look out for their friends. Are we crying foul here? Let's call a spade, y'all. It's all good. Let's be real. Because y'all know if I'm wrong about something, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to really say what it is. So I want you guys to stand on your word too. If you feel that this is something foul play going on, let me know. Because I'm crying possible foul. That's a lot of cars over a weekend. And Marielle, I read your comment. She said, we know that politicians are going to look out for each other.
Manager. Our multiple emails to Tesla's headquarters have been met with silence.
It defies logic that these corporate stores of Tesla and Tesla shareholders and Elon Musk would be able to sell 8,600 vehicles in a single weekend. There's something highly unusual about this.
CTV News has gathered the data from Transport Canada's records. Canada's EV subsidy has been wildly popular, with more than 500,000 vehicles purchased through the program. On Monday, January 13th, it was paused, just 72 hours after Transport Canada signaled that the program would soon end. Over those 3 days is when 4 Tesla locations, one in Quebec, 2 in Toronto, and 1 in Vancouver, claimed $43 million in rebates.
So it seems that somebody at Tesla may have been tipped off, or the registration gaming of this may be inappropriate. We don't have the facts yet, but what we're asking for is that Transport Canada look into this.
The minister, I know a lot of people said that they don't want an e-car. I wouldn't mind. I know that they say that truck is ugly, the Cybertruck, but I probably wouldn't mind getting one and painting it like camouflage or something like that. Let me see what you guys think. Anything said, how do dealerships do deals with large sales like buy one, get 2 free? Or is it a manufacturer deal so the dealership can move new inventory? I don't know. Car dealerships could have some backdoor dealings. And you're right. You're totally right about that. You're right about that. You're totally right. I think there may be some possible mishandlings here, but like Marielle said, they're going to look out for their friends. People look out for their friends. And another thing, look at it like this too. You know, Elon has been working for the United States and Doge for a little while now. You know, maybe they try to give him a little something, you know, to look out for him. That's probably, that could be what it is. But I want to go to D-Town D-Town, D-Town. We going to Detroit right now. We going to Detroit right now. We're gonna support the people that support us. Support the people that support us. We going to Detroit right now. And this is a very serious story. I know I was dancing and I was getting into it. That's just for the entertainment part. I want you guys to see what this cruel individual got prevented from doing. Yeah, they got him. He thought that he was going to have the nerve to threaten a school and had weapons in the crib. They got him. We're going to applaud them before we even shoot the video, y'all. We got a situation in Detroit where the suspicious fool that was buying weapons and all of this stuff or whatever, cringy type dude, was basically plotting on the schools in the neighborhood, sending out all sorts of crazy emails, talking about, posts on the social networks, planning on what he was doing. Yeah, got him. He won't be doing nothing at all. What is he gonna be doing, y'all? Nothing, 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 nothing. He's gonna be doing nothing.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Threats against a school in Dearborn Heights brings police to a home in that area, and after seeing what was inside the house, police say they knew they had to arrest the 25-year-old man living there. You know, threats against schools have become all too common, but most of the time, investigators say they don't find them to be credible.
But police say this one was different. Andrew Bays facing charges right now in connection with threats made against Hal Mansouri. Now, when they paid him a visit, detectives say they found several weapons.
Starts now.
Threats against a school in Dearborn Heights brings police to a home in that area, and after seeing what was inside the house, police say they knew they had to arrest the 25-year-old man living there. You know, threats against schools have become all too common, but most of the time, investigators say they don't find them to be credible.
But police say this one was different. Andrew Bays facing charges right now in connection with threats made against Hal Mansouri. Now, when they paid him a visit, detectives say they found several weapons and other troubling items. Erica Erickson has been working this story for us throughout the day from Dearborn Heights. Joins us now live. Erica, what have you learned?
Well, it's an incredibly scary situation for parents with children here. One parent says when she found out, she hugged her children nearly in tears, only imagining what could have happened. How soon did you realize, hey, this is a problem, this is credible, we gotta act on this?
I'd say almost immediately.
Within just an hour, Dearborn Heights police determining this man, 25-year-old Andrew Mark Bays, potentially incredibly dangerous.
You make a threat, you now have items available to you to possibly carry out that threat.
Police receiving a tip late last weekend from another agency about threats on social media aimed at Hal Montessori, which includes programs for students with special needs from preschool to age 26.
This man is a fool. He deserves to have his ass locked up. They don't need to let him out. Do me a favor, you guys. Again, we need more people to know about stuff like this. That's what I ask for the likes for. When we like, more people be like, hey, what's going on over here? Don't believe me? Wait for the comments. You're gonna have people say, hey, what's going on over here? I just saw the spike. I just saw the notification. We want more people to know about stuff like this. It ain't just about me trying to get likes. This is important information. Please, let's get the likes up because they trigger notifications. Not even lying to you, just telling y'all straight up what it is. We going back a little bit because I want y'all to see this numbskull and where he deserves to be, where he is at right now, because something has been prevented that's majorly important right now.
Last weekend from another agency about threats on social media aimed at Hal Montessori, which includes programs for students with special needs from preschool to age 26. Sources tell Local 4 the threats involved white supremacy, and Bays was allegedly seen wearing tactical gear.
When there's very specific, here's a location and I'm mad and I'm gonna do this, we take those very seriously.
Police searching Bays' home this week on Party Street, finding guns and threatening ideology. Neighbors tell Local 4 Bays always seemed to keep to himself, appearing antisocial, and only really leaving his home to go to and from work.
What made this even more alarming to police and some neighbors, just right across the street here, there's another elementary school. And then this way, about a block down, there's a middle school.
I would be scared, but, you know, I gotta try to trust that, you know, they were able to catch him. And when I picked him up, the kids up today. There was a police presence there.
Bays now charged with threatening violence against a school and using a computer to commit a crime. The school sending out a memo to parents who say they're relieved police acted quickly. But now
we're trying to figure out, you know, do we want to try to find another school? Or, I mean, it's just happening all over the place nowadays, you know?
Automate workflows without a single line of code. You're in command with one click and a...
Parents we spoke to say they're relieved that police managed to catch him so quickly and to see police back here at the school. Bays is being held on a $500,000 cash bond. Reporting live in Dearborn Heights, Erica Erickson, back to you.
Good story, Erica, good story. I hope this story can get out to many more people, and I hope it intimidates people like this to know that when you put stuff like that up on the internet and you're talking about our children, babies, yeah, you deserve to go under the jail. Honestly, you deserve to be picked up by a bunch of people with pitchforks and taken into the woods somewhere. We don't need people like that around. I see a bunch of applause going on right here. Look at that. There you go, Christina Shelton Burns. Thank you, Lord, for stopping this. Thank you for protecting those babies. Christina, you're very smart. Thank you so much. Marielle, Lunchbox, I know that I'm talking about the nature of Hawaii, not politics. What we got? West Chi-Town, keep informing us, sir. Thank you so much, West Chi-Town. I appreciate you. What else we got here? We got Marielle, Top 10s. Good morning. Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, I just really want to keep on getting this information out. Let's double tap that screen. Beautiful sea glass in Hawaii. Oh, what's that? Pipes and drugs? Oh my God, you serious? Come on, let's stay on topic, yo. We talking about babies here. Jody James, thank God they got him. That is my backyard. There you go, Jody. See, I got a cover out there. Make sure y'all good. Top 10s, Grand Rising brother. Greetings to the family in the chat. God bless you. Christina, thank God his plans were stopped. And y'all already see what he was planning on doing. He was planning some crap. And he lived right in the middle of all of them kids. Crazy, y'all. This world is bananas. He looked like a lunatic that was just, like they said, going to work and coming back. And then like just buying weapons and scheming and all this supremacy stuff that he was up to. Man, listen. But right now, we going to the lead. We got to take you guys to the lead story. And that is Trump scolds reporter at World Cup announcement. Of course, it's just like when you bring somebody to the house and you're going to have them over to eat. And then next thing you know, the kid run in the room talking about, say something that just don't make sense in that conversation. That's kind of what happened here in this conversation. We got somebody coming over talking about FIFA, the World Cup, bringing $40 billion in business, covering 11 states and bringing more business to us. And then, of course, because of the opportunity was there to ask a question, one of the reporters asked a left field question. And of course, Trump handles it in the traditional way that Trump does. You guys probably already saw this, but as for the people that didn't, we are getting the World Cup in the United States, which is going to be bringing over $40 billion to the states because of all the economical growth, job opportunities, and more things of such. Yesterday, President Trump was announcing this with the president and the CEO of the World Cup. And of course, we had a reporter step out of line and say some stuff that probably wasn't on title, which was the FIFA World Cup. And this is what Trump did in response here.
You said Moscow played an advisory role. George will play.
We're talking about FIFA. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you're having.
And they're both great guys. And by the way, they both get along fantastically well. Marco has done unbelievably as Secretary of State, and Elon is a very unique guy. Has done a fantastic job.
Do you think he needs to be bringing the
Enough. It's FIFA. Is this a FIFA question?
How do you see the World Cup playing out with the tensions you have with Canada and Mexico?
Oh, I think it's going to make it more exciting. Tension's a good thing.
Even for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think it makes it much more exciting.
Sort of the entire committee is here for FIFA with Johnny?
Please come up.
Them to come up and take a picture.
Please, Johnny, come on. Get them up. That's great.
Mr. President, what type of enhanced security do you anticipate having for all of these big events
I'll let you.
that are happening over the course of the next week?
I'll let Christy answer that question.
Oh, answer what question?
Security.
The security for this event will be run by the Department of Homeland Security. So we are signing today this document that will say that we will form task forces and partnerships. We'll have incident command centers in these 11 cities that will partner all the agencies and departments at the federal. We'll have some worldwide partners as well, as long as, yes, it'll be under our umbrella, and we'll help facilitate that, but also working with our local law enforcement is incredibly powerful. So streamlining those communications, it'll be a wonderful event and everybody will be safe.
So yes, we already know that we got a lot of numbskulls out here that want to make their mark, want to make their move. So as of yesterday, the White House has created their own protection department that's going to be overlooking all 11 events and hopefully helping out to make sure we don't have any crazy incidents like we had down in Louisiana and other places like New York and in Boston as well. So it's a great thing. We getting the cup, we getting FIFA. I'm going to some of the games. I don't even play soccer. Y'all gonna see me out there. I'm gonna be recording. I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy life. And you guys need to too. If y'all got FIFA the World Cup coming to your city or your state, go out, man, hang out, have some good rapport with people, have some community, and do what? Enjoy life. Because that's what God wants us to do. We could have not been here. We woke up this morning and we're here, period. So as long as we're here, we better enjoy it. We better enjoy it. That's all I'm saying. We got another clip that I want you guys to see. Of course, we got more in the clip. And it's very important right now. This is the one I've been telling you guys about. But Bondi vows to release more of the Epstein files. We got probably about 40 pages last week, but there's much more that they've been, not giving us. But now we're going to get some much more of it. And again, guys, make sure that you go into the description, because I always leave the link when it's an Epstein episode, so that you can go and check out. And if you're interested in seeing anything that has to do with it, so check this out, guys. Check it out. All of the contact list is there. The list of people that he had at the island is there. So if you're interested in seeing the information, go ahead and get in the description. And there's a link to the federal website that has all of the PDFs there.
Investigation into the University of California system over anti-Semitism allegations. It's just one of the Trump administration.
I'm sorry, they went off on me.
Check this out.
They have over 1 million quality parts
that are guaranteed to fit. Now that's my speed.
Administration's latest responses to anti-Israel protests that have been erupting across college campuses since the start of the Israel.
This the wrong thing here. Come on, y'all. Don't try to do that. Y'all know we in pocket. Y'all know we in pocket. Stop it. I don't know how they mistitled that. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back. The Justice Department opening an investigation into the University of California system over anti-Semitism allegations. It's just...
Yeah, I apologize, y'all. I got to go to another network because this ain't holding it. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is attorney Judy Saunders. Judy, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having.
I don't want to use this either. I gotta go ahead and own that. I don't got that clip. I guess sometimes this happens, you guys. I go search a clip and it's not there anymore. I'll get the clip for tomorrow, or I'll keep up with the information. Sometimes they change it on you. It's happened to me several times where I go look for a clip. It's either changed or it's not there. So sorry, guys. That clip ain't there with the Epstein update. What y'all got for me in the comments? Bill Andy, good morning, good morning. Lunchbox, it'll be July. Kona said, all good, Lunchbox. Enjoy your time in Bahamas. I never been there. Okay, you guys are having your own conversations in between. Okay. I'm glad to see you guys do that, because what it makes me want to do is actually make a whole nother blog, because I notice you guys get really busy in the comments and you have a little rapport there. So I'm thinking about if I maybe want to make a blog or actually leave the comments on for a little while, but I can't do that because I have to shut down. But you guys have so much comments going on in there that I really don't want to interfere a lot. I see a lot of connections, I see business going on, and I like the way that you guys have community going on in the comments. So I pay attention to stuff like that, just so you know. And if you guys appreciate the content that we giving you, do me a favor and double tap that like to let everybody know what we got going on. Yes, we are at the end of the show, but it's all good, because what I'm going to ask you guys to do is make sure that you always, if you haven't already, subscribe and look at another video, and make sure that every day you know that we're going to be here at the bottom line to bring you content, bring you information. Life and things are not always going to flow perfectly. Things are not going to always go the way that you want them to. But guess what? You're here to keep on pushing and keep on going. Yesterday was not perfect for me, but look, today we get another chance to do it. I look at every new day as a blessing and a chance to move forward and to get us right. Nothing that we have humanly, as far as monetary, jewelry, any possessions are going to do anything for us. What we really need to really focus on is our families, love, and caring for people, and trying to do what we can to make this world the best place that we can. I always tell you guys, no, I'm not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I'm not an independent. I'm an individual. I'm a human being, because I cannot just go with one party's assessments and their vision, because you don't agree with everything that everyone says all the time. So you guys that get confused and think that I'm a Trumper or whatever like that, no, I'm not. But I do like a lot of things he's got going on, because a lot of things have to do with common sense. And we've seemed to lose a lot of that in America. Common sense is not too common. I even like some stuff that Democrats say. I like things that independents say. So it's not about any party for me. So please don't get that mixed up when it comes down to Bugatti. I don't. And that's why I let you guys say what you want to say in the comments, because it should be community where people can talk and get over issues in order to see a better day. That's the only reason why I am that way when it comes down to the comments. And when you start trolling and starting doing other stuff, I let you get a little bit of that off. But then when you go too much, that's when I got to get you out of here. But the people that know, the people that appreciate the channel, and y'all know I love you to death. Y'all sending the hearts up. I love you to death. I appreciate all the love that you guys give me. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. It's the bottom line. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Go up in that description. I found a survey where you'll be able to make $450 today. A nice survey. A few surveys that I always put up there so that you guys can make some money as well. And I always make sure that the company that I get these surveys from are well vetted, because I get $25 when you finish a survey. I'm a transparent person. I don't like to lie. Why, you gonna beat me up over the internet? No. So what's the use of lying? Let's tell the truth. Reason why we ask for the likes is to get more people in here and to send this channel up, because we are the #1 channel in the morning, period. Nobody messing with us. Me and my co-host. So with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you're here tomorrow, the day after, because that means that we're living and we're moving. God bless you. Thank you for your time. And until tomorrow, get 'em!